Did we pick a password? Did you ever think about, finishing this place?
I know. The fireplace still doesn't work, but we soldier on. Now, for goodness sake, shut the door. I don't want the smell of the rest of this place getting in here. I've been experimenting with the cards.
And?
It seems that chakra energy behaves quite differently once it leaves its ninja host. Something it was never intended to do. Don't touch that! Then, there's the overload problem. The cards have a limited capacity. Too much, and they can cause an explosion.
Couldn't you just cut the power?
Try it. The same result.
But why?
You know. Chakra energy must circulate constantly. In the body of a ninja, this occurs naturally.
Unless you're unlucky enough to be born with both earth and metal type chakra.
Of all the elements, these are the most sluggish. Mixing them creates the unthinkable.
The energy flow halts. Completely.
And becomes incredibly unstable. The government have done endless research to understand and control this problem. But thanks to me, they don't have to.
Because a ninja walked straight in through your door, carrying the perfect solution. Damn.
With your weapon, they have an entirely organic chakra battery. No chance of overload and near limitless capacity.
Have you seen what the wood country has become now?
Fear.
Name is Phoenix Wright.
All you're left with is the face of an...
You never have to look far to find this message, drumming itself into the heads of the people.
Keeping the conflict alive.
And one of these faces must be the president of the wood country. I need to know who, so I know who's at the core of all this.
You mean that all this time you've been hunting the 3 ninja assassins without a clue that each of us answered to one of the 3 presidents of the wood country?
Well, the king never mentioned that...
Doubtless, because it's such common knowledge, he probably didn't see the need.
Well, it doesn't matter now anyway. The world government don't want any ninja that could be traced back to them. So we can assume that the 3rd ninja's death must have been ordered at the same time as yours.
You're sure? Think about what we know. The government's new weapons rely on studying chakra and ninjutsu, which they can't do without a live specimen. They cannot afford to throw number 3 away.
Right. Tactical advantage gone. Assets. Information. What information do you have on number 3?
These are the 3 men who hold power within the world government. President Ignis King. The ninja working under him was your friend, Gada Rhine. And the man behind number 3, President Jack Halbert.
So, what about the last president, the one you worked under?
President Charles Mortimer Clayton Gauntlet II, my father. And this is why opposing the government for me is not so simple. I cannot see them as a soulless, faceless entity. For me, it has a very definite face.
The face of your executioner.
He's a proud soldier and a man of honor. I may not know who signed my death warrant, but if my father had wanted me dead, he would have done the deed himself.
And as his son, you must have information that the enemies of the world government would kill for.
Indeed.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Gauntlet. Now you're one of them. And with your information, we can take your father down and destroy one of the foundational pillars of the world government.
Mr. Jourdan, I would gladly see the world government fall tomorrow, but I will not launch a direct attack on my father.
But by opposing them, you are opposing him.
Those are my terms.
And there's simply no way we can do this. Not alone.
Officer, is there some sort of problem? You're deporting me? What on earth for? Loitering. This is blatant discrimination. Look, you can't just throw me out of the country.
Yep, worth it.
Well, I'm delighted it was for you.
You should be thanking me.
Well, I was trying to go unseen.
Dressed like that.
Essential ninja gear.
And meet in secret.
Utmost.
By a busy road? If any real police turned up, they'd think they'd found the end of the rainbow. Literally.
Hey!
And whatever you're planning would be dead in the water.
Yes. Now, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
First, I'd like to ask you something. We're being chased out, and it's only going to get worse. The only way the ninja get to survive is if we unite. So that's what I'm asking you.
Oh, come on. You're out there, I know you are.
Admiral Seamus Ponce reporting for duty.
Ponce, you're the Admiral. You don't report to anyone.
Right you are. Now what do you want? I haven't got all day.
I've been watching the government closely. I've learnt a lot.
So have we. Between us, perhaps even enough.
And what got you wrapped up in this?
Great many things, including, but not limited to, a ship, a giant robot, and a tiny helicopter.
You've changed.
Yes, and you haven't. Your face used to change every month, at least. And yet here you are after... how long has it been?
When Dead Nin attacked, everything changed.
Was that why you left the school?
In a way. Do you remember Pepper?
The flame parasite. A fourth member of Dead Nin.
I fought her last remnant, at first. Then we both realised we didn't know why we were fighting.
You ran away?
We fled to the wood country. We weren't the only ones. Back then the city was just being built.
And you've been here ever since?
I have watched this city rot from the core outwards. Ninja everywhere fear and question who they are. Right now our identity has never been so important. That is why I keep this face.
And what happened to Pepper?
She wasn't much more than a clone. She only lasted a week.
I'm sorry. Every person counts here. Our pool of friends is pretty limited, and even then, who knows what they'll say?
You're nuts. The lot of you are out of your bleeding minds.
So you're in?
Of course I am.
I will coordinate things from here. I need you to create a decoy signal.
Don't you worry about me.
Just watch your own backs.
We have a new recruit.
We have 2.
Well, it's a good start. So, where do we make our attack?
Right at the core. World Government HQ.
Aren't you worried about your father being caught in the crossfire?
President Gauntlet is a military man first. He'll be stationed in the barracks outside the wood country. Besides, there will be no crossfire. This is a stealth mission. Makes me wish we'd retained your friend Jaiku.
Trust me, L is all the stealth we need. Now what are we up against?
Something new. It looks like their armed ninja has improved.
No cards.
Indeed. I intercepted this from the government facility. It seems the device receives energy from a transmitter,
Energy, but flowing through the air.
working off the strength of their new Kaseru, no doubt. It doesn't fix the flaws in the old system.
And the soldiers will be equipped with these?
Not soldiers. The wood country is a peaceful place.
You don't really think the world government share that ideal?
One man does.
My one and only visit to the government HQ was as my father's bodyguard. During a meeting between the presidents, I was patrolling the corridors as I overheard something I shouldn't have.
You may not agree with me, but you do need me.
The voice was that of President Halbert.
If our soldiers are brought inside this city, I will no longer be a part of this government.
No soldier ever sets foot inside the wood country. Even those on board the Cordial were never allowed ashore. They are deployed and coordinated from barracks in the paper and steel countries.
Like the barracks your father commands.
Exactly, Mr. Jardin. Is there a problem?
None at all.
And now, a word from President Halbert on his upcoming royal visit.
The King and I may have had many differences in our time, but no matter how this resolves, I want to be able to look back and say that at least we tried to find a solution.
We're running out of time. For even a slim chance at success, we need the power of many. And you have that power.
That, I'm happy to say, was a long time ago.
Jin, don't pretend. A power like that doesn't just fade like a memory.
If only.
Look, if there were any other way, I would take it.
Even if that meant doing it yourself?
If I could. But you're the only one who can. In your darker days, when you opened up that scroll, did you ever imagine you would use its forbidden arts to fight for freedom?
Don't patronize me.
I'm not. I just wanted to offer you some redemption. I know you regret what you were back then.
Alzek, I'm not you. I don't want anyone's forgiveness. I'd much rather they all just forgot.
I know. Honestly, I was surprised you even came.
Wasn't exactly a choice. I'm out of a job and the steel country's not safe for me anymore. Guild of Henchmen has been destroyed.
What? But who?
Who do you think? The steel country has no ruler. Now the only bedrock of the country's gone.
Then we have to act now, or crimes like ours will be chiseled across history as the legacy of the ninja people, and no one will ever forget.
Well, let's not waste any more time.
When we leave here, I won't be able to contact you again, but take this. You can use it to speak with our coordinator. I think the two of you will actually get on rather well.
So, when you say act now?
I mean now, yes.
Then I must leave immediately.
When this is over, I'll be thanking you personally.
You're welcome to try.
Mr. Gauntlet, I'm sending you another one. And now I need a favor from you. I need you to find my brother, Nigel Shodan. Can you contact him for me?
I'm afraid that name has recently been erased from the World Government database. There is only one even vaguely similar name left on the system.
That can't be right.
Nigel Jordan.
What's going on?
Most people seem to think that's my name anyway. It seemed to fit.
Nigel, why?
I have no quarrel with you, Alzek, but this has become too big to be personal anymore. To the world government, you are the face of the ninja revolution.
A revolution for a noble cause. For the sake of every ninja.
Which I am not. You may not feel the same way, but I don't want your fight brought to my doorstep simply because of my name.
You can call yourself whatever you like, but as long as you can hear the sound of the horn from all the way across the land, you will always be a Shodan.
I can't. I never could. It was Mother who heard your message before. She sent me to find you.
I don't believe you.
Why exactly did you call me here?
Leave town tonight. Mother as well. I can't tell you why without involving you. Don't come back until it's blown over. You'll know when that is. I will not contact you again. Good luck. Sorry to interrupt.
No bother. Mr. Samuels here was just explaining his ability to manipulate sound waves, I think.
He says it's actually noise waves.
Well, anyway, the schematics I've obtained are incomplete, but they should have enough information to point you to the correct area. After that, I'm afraid it's up to you.
Absorb.
Hi.
Good evening. Would you care for a seat?
Best not. The occupants might come back at any time. So what's up?
Well, I thought, First, we should go over the plan for tomorrow, one last time.
Alzak, I know the plan as well as you do.
Excellent. Good. In that case, I wonder if... Could you tell me a little about yourself?
I will when you start talking like a person.
I'm sorry, I'm not even quite sure how this is supposed to go. Tomorrow, if the battle ends, I need to be ready to step out of the arena.
We all do.
But I don't know what I'm stepping into. For so long now, I've travelled with many allies. But when the battle was over, I don't know if I could tell you which of them were truly friends. This is the first time in a long time I've wanted to see someone just for who they are. Someone who can see past the end of the fight to a life worth fighting for. And if you'll let me, I would very much like to share that with you. Alone, that path is close to me,
Like you're wearing sunglasses in the dark. Do those even work?
Perfectly.
You know what I mean. Can they control your chakra?
If only. These glasses are one of a kind. They don't just limit my chakra, they send it to another world.
What?
I'm serious. Have you ever looked into my glasses and seen something that had no earthly business being there? They're a portal.
Tell me something about yourself. Something normal.
This is my family's house. Safest place I could think of.
I'll make you a deal. When this is over, whatever world we're left with, we'll find a new life. Together.
Together.
Communications online.
Chakra scanner online.
Roll call if you please.
El Matoko.
Ready.
Jin Hayako.
Present.
Mime Samuel. Alzek Jordan.
Decoy, ready and waiting.
Seamus Ponce.
Who?
Admiral Seamus Ponce.
Oh, right. Yes, that's me.
Good luck to you all.
See you after the storm.
Alzek?
There's a chakra reading.
Someone's up ahead.
It must be number 3, or else they're using an armed ninja.
Breaking contact now.
Communications down. Thank you, Mr. Samuels. Over to you, Mr. Hayeko.
Mimi, you sure this has worked? Yes, well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Do you really think you can blind a man wearing sunglasses?
I wanted to be certain it was you. Hello, Elsa.
President?
Jack Halberd. Pleasure is mine. You were expecting someone else? A lackey, perhaps?
Something like that.
Transformation Jitsu.
Mr. Hayeko, flood the system now. Let us hope that the energy you gathered is enough. Energy streams offline. Good work, Mr. Hayeko. I'm still reading Chakra. Alzek, be careful. He must have an old model arm ninja. Alzek?
I wanted to meet you, so perhaps we can understand one another better. After all, you fought us all this time without truly knowing the minds that drive our organization.
I know those minds by their actions. You think of ninja as relics of a forgotten age.
Alzek, the ninja way is not just ancient, it's backward and destructive.
There are hundreds of ninja who use their abilities to defend others.
And who do they defend against, except for other ninja?
Any weapon can be turned to either good or evil.
The worst part is you're so steeped in war, you don't even realize it. Chakra is a force capable of wondrous things. But to you, it is never anything more than a weapon.
A weapon which your government is doing its utmost to duplicate.
Of course! For years the ninja world was content to wallow in their own bloodbath. But then came the attack by dead Nin. The world was threatened. A world of ordinary, vulnerable people. It was then that the world government rose up to defend them.
And dirty your hands on their behalf. This was never about peaceful resolution. That device you're hiding wasn't brought with you to give me an illustrated lecture.
What device?
The one behind your back! That's not possible. No ordinary person can manipulate energy like that.
Please get there faster.
You're a ninja. You're number 3.
Not by choice.
But how can you hate us all so much?
Only because I know your world so well.
And all this time? You kept that a secret all this time without anyone finding out?
It wasn't hard. After all, I wasn't born on this island. I come from a land across the ocean called the Sun Country, where ninja are hated and feared. From the day that I was born, my abilities had to be kept secret. I had no idea why. Only when I was older, when I traveled to the paper country, did I see what happens in a land that practices ninjutsu freely.
It can't be fixed. And it mustn't be allowed to poison the world around it.
Ponce, they're on to us. Prepare yourself.
Got it. Right, lads. You heard the man. Ready the main cannon.
I don't have time to stand here and explain all the ways in which you are wrong.
I wouldn't waste your breath. And so this is where we stand, Alzek. Two ninja with a fundamental difference. Tradition dictates that we will now fight to the death, and the last man standing is right.
I won't be lowered to your standards, Halberd. I will fight. You are far more used to us alive than dead. Magnet stance jutsu!
Electromagnet jutsu.
Magnet seal!
Light seal.
Oh, merciful Dedo Koro.
Lads, much as it pains me to say it, we're cornered. And there's no way out of it now. The jumping ship, right now. Come on, lads. This thing's not over yet. And neither are we.
How much brighter is even the smallest spark in a sea of darkness? Holy burial!
Him. Shodan, you fool!
Warning. 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 Warning.
Reroute to secondary channel.
Power rising.
Oh, the echo in here is fantastic. Oh, must it really end this way?
I'm not here to kill you. I'm here for that. To make sure your machine does no more harm. Then I'll leave you alone.
No. This machine was made exactly to prevent the kind of harm that you people bring to the world. No, we are harnessing the wondrous force of chakra, making it a weapon for good! But you! It's only ever a weapon for bad. Halbert does this so much better. Well, Monk's gone.
Abort! Miss Motoko, can you hear me? Get out of there!
You promised the people there'd be no more soldiers inside the wood country. They won't stand for this.
The people won't care. Once Alzek has done his part, they will welcome the World Government Army.
You're right, Halberd. That spark in the darkness was so bright that everyone could see it. And now they can all see who you really are.
So what happens now, Alzek? Are you going to leave me to their mercy?
No, you're far too dangerous for that. You're my responsibility now. I'm going to make you wish you never met me.
online. Inferno.
We're finished. Everyone, if you can hear me, run!
Hi, Albert. It's a pleasure to finally know you. Excellent gauntlet. Still, best to keep the old one on standby.
This is a public announcement from the world government.
Citizens of the wood country, be at peace. Today may have shaken you to your very core, as it has me. Embrace that. President Halbert's sacrifice may it bring out the best in you. Compassion, respect. These are the things that put us above the ninjas, and yet they leave us vulnerable. This battle has come to our doorstep, but it need not harm you if you will let yourselves be defended. Even Jack Halberd, in all his peaceful ways, knew when to stand and fight. But more than that, he knew that the world government would not fall with him. I speak now for that government, to beg you, the people, let us be your shield and use our forces to guard this great city. We will stand, and with your blessing, we will be stronger than ever to preserve the best in you.